Wow! So, are you thinking of, or already, just purchased the Bishop Power Wand Liner? I've just bought one. I can't wait to unbox it and go through a few little stats and then use it for next month's 2-3 months maybe, and then decide whether I'm going to move from the Sol Nova to the Bishop Wand series. Let's have a little look. I cannot wait to have a look at this. So straight away, it just, even the box, you can just tell it's going to be quality straight away. This little embossed bit, it just looks and feels nice. So I've had quite a few machines, and even the packaging, it's not the best. So how the fuck do you get into the thing? All right. So I've not actually opened it yet. So what do we get inside? Instructions and just everything that you need. Look, we never read them. So it comes in this really nice, let's get this out. Little case. So again, it just feels good. Even the buckle, everything about this just feels like it's going to be quality. I hope the machine itself lives up to the expectation of when you're actually opening it, because it has got that high-end quality feel to it, which for price that you pay, you would expect that. But there's other machines out there, similar sort of price range, and the packaging, although it's a little bit irrelevant once you're actually using it, but that first experience, opening it up and seeing what's inside, and oh wow. I'm gonna go through this, but I just want to have a little feel at machine. Fucking hell, straight away. So it is mega small and really, really light. So I've read quite a few reviews on these, and they say it is the go-to machine if you're doing super long hours. Because of how small and light the machine is, it puts no stress on your wrists, and it's supposed to be just super comfortable all day long. So let's have a little look at what comes in. We'll have a little close-up so you can see. Everything, it just looks, feels, the machine, although it's light, you can just feel by the texture, the weight, just the build quality, just looks absolutely unreal straight away. So first thing that we've got in box is obviously the docking station. This, the batteries within this, compared to the other machines that I've got that are battery powered, where it's just the little batteries and little chat, the fact that these plug in here and you've got an actual little docking station, I just think it's a better design overall. It does mean that the batteries are on the outside of the machine, so to speak, and change the dynamics and the size of the machine. But we'll see whether that bothers me in the future. But even this, it just feels good quality. Then obviously we've got the machine itself with the smaller battery pack. We're going to go through the stats in a bit. So you get if you buy the full package where you get all the batteries as well, you get the smaller battery and also the bigger one. It comes with the smaller one already on, which just pulls off and slots on. It's magnetic. It doesn't matter the orientation in which you put it on. It connects no matter what angle it's on, so you can just literally push it off, pull it on. It comes with your little rubber O-rings inside, obviously to keep everything as clean as possible, to stop it just sliding about, and to stop any shite getting inside. But it just feels really, really nice. Next up, we've obviously got the bigger battery. We'll go through how long they run, but they're literally double in size. So this is what you're going to be using if you're wanting a big tattoo, full day sittings. What I plan on doing is I'll just use the big one. If that runs out, then I'll use the smaller one whilst that one's on charge. And basically that's how I'm going to do things. Next, we've got the little RCA adapter. Worst case scenario, both batteries buggered, run out. You can always plug it into your power pack and run it from a cable, so there's always that option. Next up, a bunch of cables. I'm guessing that's your RCA cord. Yep. What's in here? So we've got a few spare little O-rings and also some grease. I'm going to move them and put them in there. We've then got a charging plug. Personally, I think they should come with a 3-pin plug. There's going to be a lot of UK artists purchasing these, so you should have the option. Then you've also got the cable that's just a USB that plugs into your battery chargers. Again, if you don't want to plug it into a wall, you can just plug this into any other device. And that is about it, but just overall, the look, I mean, even the texture of the case that it comes in, it keeps everything neat and tidy. But the feel of everything, you can buy some machines, and as soon as you pick them up, you can just feel that the quality is nothing like these, which I'm really, really impressed with so far. So let's go through a few of the things. So I've got the liner, which has got a 5mm throw. So it's going to be perfect for any line work, dot work, stipple shading. Because it's got a really long throw and a hard punch, this is going to be ideal for those bigger lining needles, 9s and plus. But I've also done a bit of research and people say it's absolutely brilliant for your small lines as well. Your 3s, your singles, your 5s. So it is hopefully going to be my go-to machine whenever I'm doing line work or stipple shading. That's why I actually purchased it. So hopefully it lives up to the expectations. So the smaller battery, like I say, is a 800 milliamps. It says that you're going to get around 5 hours use of tattooing with this smaller battery. I highly doubt that, but that's what they say it's capable of. Like I said earlier, it just clips on and you're good to go. To turn it on, if we can look close, we've got 3 little buttons. The middle one is the on and off button, and you just press and hold in the middle for 3 seconds. And it should power on. Luckily, this has got a little bit of charge. So it's currently at 4.5 volts. To set the machine then running, you just tap it once. And away we go. So I don't even know whether you'll be able to hear that. It is super quiet. And there's not a great deal of vibration at all. Try it at 5 volts. Bump it up. So it'll be interesting to see what I end up running this machine at. Obviously, anybody that's been on my course, you would know. Don't just try and copy somebody else's settings. It's got to be down to you, the machine that you're using, and your hand and machine speed will differ compared to everybody else's. So don't just try and copy somebody else's settings. See that, even at 7 volts, that feels and sounds really fast. Obviously we'll see once it's got a needle in and we're actually doing some designs, which we'll be doing in a different video. So again, to turn it off, just the middle button, just tap once and it'll turn off. With this, it will warn you when the battery's low, and it's also got technology built inside that the lifespan of the battery it may fluctuate. So you may look and it be, let's just say 80%, and then you're using it a couple of minutes later, it might even jump up or it might jump down, and that's because the technology within it works out the percentage and the time left in your battery depending on the type of use that you're doing. So if you were using a bigger needle and it's putting more stress on the motor, obviously that percentage would come down, but and then if you swap to a smaller needle that's using less of the battery, then it might go up a little bit again. So I think that's really good. It's not just this is the percentage of the battery. It works out, if you keep using the machine for the style of tattooing that you're doing, roughly how long that you've got. It also has got a warning, I think around 5%. It'll start letting you know, look, your battery's about to run out. So don't forget, rather than just start and then stop, the battery's still turned on. So press and hold for 3 seconds. You'll hear that little beep and then it turns it all off. So around 5 hours with that. This is a 1500 milliamp battery. Obviously this is the bigger one. It recommends that you're going to get around 10 hours tattooing using the bigger battery. Again, I'd like to put that to test. What I have found is with other machines, it's always slightly below what they recommend. However, the reviews that I've read and listened to so far say that these batteries are second to none. So one of the perks of this machine is the precise voltage. There's no drop or snags within the voltage. That is one of the things that they claim. So there's no drop. Obviously that will make a massive difference to how you tattoo. The old coil machines, obviously they can fluctuate. These, it is just constant. Especially if you're just learning how to tattoo, we want variable, everything to stay the same. So I think that is a massive selling point. Quite common, most machines have got that capability. It has got a safety function, a temperature safety function. So if the machine, the battery starts overheating or temperatures get above a certain degrees, I think it's 170 something Fahrenheit, it'll just automatically power off. 1, safety reasons, but 2, to protect the machine itself as well. So you shouldn't ever experience problems with your machine from overheating because it's got that safety function. Needle carts just clip into end, same as every other rotary machine. The battery, like we've already said, just pushes on, but if we look inside, we can see these little 2 gold prongs. They make the connection with, inside the battery, you'll be able to see there's a little connector plate. Obviously, once that's in, the 2 connect, and that's what powers up your machine. So one of the things that I'm presuming is, for whatever reason, if there's any ever muck on there and the connection's not great, if your machine's not working, that would be the first place that I'd be checking, just to make sure that these are clean, and also they push in and out. So what can sometimes happen with devices like this is they stay pushed in and then they're not actually making a connection with the battery itself. To charge the batteries, obviously we'd have the cables plugged in, attach that, connect it to some mains, and then the 2 just line up. We can see that it's got a little USB-C adapter and it just slots on, and then that would be charging. So super simple to use, nothing complicated. As it's charging, the little indicator should bob up to let you know that it's charging, and everything's super simple. So first impressions, without actually, obviously just powering it up in my hand, but without having a needle attached and actually tattooing with it, is I'm absolutely astounded with the quality of everything, from the box, the packaging, the feel of the machine, the weight. It feels nice in my hand. I'm not going to comment too much on that at the moment. Like I said, I've never used this machine yet. Over the next few months, I'm going to be hammering it daily, both on practice mats, and I've got quite a few portraits booked in the near future as well. So I'll be using these new machines to do that, and I'm really looking forward to having a play with Bishop Wand series. So if you're thinking about getting one and curious about is it going to be good quality, the reviews that I've read and just the feel of everything, I would, look, I'm going to fall off my chair if when I actually start tattooing with this, it's a bag of shit. Because it looks, it feels, and for money that you pay, this is not just a Johnny Quango machine that should break on you after a few months. I know loads of world-class artists that are using these machines. So if you're a hobbyist and you're thinking, look, I'm serious about this, I want a machine that's going to last, according to the reviews and people that use them, these are going to be a great machine. Perfect for practicing, but also the quality that's going to last in a studio, getting used every single day, all day. Obviously, what we can do as well, there's no limits. You can always order more batteries. When you buy the kit like I have, it comes with just a small one and one bigger ones. More than likely, I'll probably order a few spare batteries as well. So I've always got plenty charged up, ready to go. But first impressions, I think it's absolutely a great bit of kit. It looks the part, it feels the part, and like I say, even the quality of the packaging. I dare say the first impressions is probably the best I've had from buying a machine. So I can't wait to put it to some hammer and get some use out of it. If you're interested in getting one of these, or you've been sat on fence, obviously watch the next videos. We'll add links to the product in the description. This is not a sponsored video by Bishop. I went and purchased this with my own money because I just wanted to use it. And what I didn't want to do is in the future feel like I've got to give a biased review because they'd sent me these machines out for free. So yeah, this is going to be honest reviews, and every review on the channel, to be fair. I'll never let a company, just because they've sent something for free, change my opinion on something. So I want to give honest reviews for you guys, but first impressions is absolutely brilliant. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and also the little bell so you get notified. Moving forward, we've got absolutely tons of content coming up, loads of ideas, and it's going to be exciting really for us, and also really informative for you guys, because we're going to be having all sorts from different machines, all the different inks, trialing all different products, all the mats, and then a shitload of tutorials to help you guys that are just starting out. So on that note, thank you for watching. As always, I'll see you at the next one. Cheers.